Give the reader a sensual experience. Sight, smell, taste, touch, everything that was going on in the situation that you're describing. Hey guys, no introduction to this video because this is super important and I want to get right down to business. I honestly wasn't even planning on making this video, but I was doing something this morning and it just popped into my head and I knew that I had to get this out there right now because I know everybody's working on their CASPA essays right now. CASPA opens in like another month, maybe a month and a half, and everybody's freaking out, working on their essays. I'm getting a bunch of them sent to me. I'm editing as many as I can while still keeping up with my rotation and studying and all that stuff. So I just really wanted to get this out there to help as many people as I can who are writing their CASPA essays right now. And that is this simple fact. Memories equal emotions. Memories equal emotions. If you elicit a memory, or if you look at something, you hear something, you smell something, and it elicits a powerful memory for you, you get emotional. And that is the one thing that I need you to incorporate in your CASPA essay to make it more memorable. If the person reading it, if the admissions person reading your essay feels something while they're reading your essay, and they remember that, that bodes very well for you. They're more likely to give that essay a higher rating, maybe look a little bit closer at your application, maybe feel a little bit closer to you as a person and not just another application, not just another number. And that is very, very good for you. So I'm not saying this is everything. I'm not saying this is all you have to do, bring up emotional stories and that's it, that's good for your essay. It's not, but it's definitely something that will set your essay apart from others that don't do that. And believe it or not a lot of people are good at doing this in their essays. Okay, so just real quick, why am I doing this on a Sunday morning before I've done anything else? As you can tell, I'm not dressed in like normal clothes. I haven't even shaved today. I'm still in my PJs. And why am I doing this right now, unscripted, and just trying to get it out there as fast as possible? Because I know this is going to help a lot of people. And that's because this morning, as I'm drinking my coffee, the first thing that I had to do today was to make a spreadsheet for my 2020 taxes of all of my profits and losses for this small business that I'm doing. The fees that I charge for editing essays and mock interviews and stuff like that, minus the expenses I had, like buying my camera and all this other stuff that I've bought for the business in 2020. Anyway, boring stuff. But basically what I had to do to make this spreadsheet is go through all of my Amazon orders from the year 2020, all the stuff that I've bought, starting from January, February, right before the pandemic started, and all the stuff that I was buying right around then. And then when the pandemic started, all the stuff that I ordered from Amazon at that time. And just looking at some of those things that I was buying at the time, looking at a picture of it on Amazon, brought me right back to January to February of 2020, like a year ago. And it brought me vividly back to that time, to exactly what I was doing, who I was with, what I was thinking, what was going on in my life at that time. And just scrolling through that stuff, some of it made me really happy. And then some of it made me really sad. And it was crazy how big of an impact just looking at a few Amazon orders really had on my emotions, just looking at stuff on a screen. Some things that I looked at reminded me of really good times that I had last year. Some of it reminded me of some really bad times. Some of it reminded me of people I had lots of fun with, and then some of it reminded me of people I really miss, and some of it reminded me of people who I didn't have a good time with, and all of those things just gave me a range of feelings that were associated with those memories. And as I was scrolling through, this idea just clicked in my head. This is exactly what needs to be done in your essay to elicit emotion. So if you've watched my videos about writing an essay, I know you've heard me say, use descriptive imagery. Use all 5 senses. Give the reader a sensual experience. Sight, smell, taste, touch, everything that was going on in the situation that you're describing. So for instance, if you were a CNA on the floor, don't say, I had a really memorable patient, her name was Mrs. Jones, and I feel like I really helped her, and that makes me want to be a PA. Like, okay, great, I'm going to forget that 2 seconds after I read it. There's no emotion there. There's nothing memorable there. But if you say something like, Mrs. Jones, who always had a smile on her face, and it made me really happy to walk into her room and see her long gray hair tied up in a purple bow like it always was every morning. And it was 9 a.m., so the breakfast cart was rolling down the hall, and I could smell the bacon and the eggs just filling the room as I chatted with Mrs. Jones. Things like that. Bring the reader into the room. Now, why are you doing that? Because you want the reader to feel things and elicit emotions and memories from that reader. Now, who's your reader? It's probably going to be a PA. PA, maybe a doctor, maybe even a nurse practitioner, but most people who teach in PA programs and sit on these admissions boards, they're PAs. So what kind of experiences have these people had? Probably stuff in medicine, stuff in the emergency room, in a nursing home, in a private practice, wherever. Anywhere you've had experiences like this and you describe them vividly, it'll bring that faculty member right into that room with you. If you do a really good job describing things and they're reading this, it's going to bring them right into that room with you. They're going to remember things from their own life, and they're going to feel things, and they're going to remember your essay. And so if you want an example that I think is pretty good, my personal essay is out on YouTube. You can click on this video right here, and you can just go to a video where I read the essay to you. And I personally think I did a decent job with imagery and describing things. You can also watch this video right here, where I got my essay professionally edited, and the guy agreed with some of the things, but he also kind of tore it apart and had some really constructive, really good critiques for my essay. And I think that's also really good to see, so you should watch that video as well. But the thing that I really wanted to say today is imagery, really good descriptions of your experiences that you're using to illustrate your points of why you want to be a PA. Really good descriptive language that elicits powerful emotions. That sets your essay apart from all the other people who don't do that. And believe it or not everybody is good at this. In fact, most people are not. So if you do this and you do it well, you will absolutely stand out in your essay. And if you've made it this far in the video, I just want to give you one bonus tip, because this is something that I keep telling people over and over again as I'm editing their essays, and that is stay on topic. Stay on topic. What is the prompt? Basically, it's why do you want to be a PA? I think they have a wordier description. It's like, what experiences in your life have made you want to seek out the career of a physician assistant or whatever. It's why do you want to be a PA? It's not, please write a narrative about your life. It's not, what do you think a good PA does? It's not anything else. It is literally, why do you want to be a PA? What experiences in your life have made you, as a person, decide that this profession is perfect for you, above all the other possibilities, above being a nurse, above being a doctor, respiratory therapist, physical therapist, medical assistant, every other way you could work in medicine? Why PA? Why is this career perfect for you as a person, the things that make you unique, and the things that you want to accomplish in your life? Why do you want to be a PA? If every single point that you're making in your essay, if every single paragraph in your essay does not eventually lead to that point, you're doing it wrong. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. This video is mostly about the importance of making an emotional impact and using really good imagery in your essay to bring the reader into the room with you and really make them feel and remember what it is you're feeling and you're remembering. But I just wanted to throw that bonus point in there because it keeps coming up. I've said it over and over again when I'm editing people's essays, so I just wanted to say it now and see if I could help some people out with that bit of advice as well. Alright, as usual, I really appreciate you watching my channel. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe, help me reach more people. Share this video with anybody you know is working on a CASPA personal statement. Give them this information, help them out. I want to help as many people as possible have the best possible chance at reaching their dreams and becoming a PA, nurse, doctor, whatever your dreams are. I want to help. So please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video. If you want my help personally with your CASPA personal statement, preparing for an interview, or just generally preparing your application to PA school, go to boristhepa.com, click on the Services tab, and book the service that you think is most appropriate for what you need help with. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this really impromptu, unscripted, unplanned video. I just got really motivated this morning while I was working on, a boring profit and loss spreadsheet. I knew that I just had to get this recorded and share this as quickly as possible. I mean, I haven't even shaved yet, for God's sake. I'm still in my PJs, and I don't care. I needed to share this. I needed to get this out there today because I